Mae'r Gronfa Cydweithredu wedi cael ei redeg gan Cadwyn Clwyd a mae'n cael ei ariannu gyn Gronfa Ffyniant Llywodraeth y Deyrnas Unedig. A wedyn syniad y Gronfa ydy dod â busnesau at ei gilydd i gydweithredu mwyn buddion ehangach, mwyn datblygu'r economi a cyrraedd pethau fel targedau Net Zero. Felly wnaethon ni agor y Gronfa yma yn dechrau'r flwyddyn, yn dechrau 2024, ac wahodd syniadau gan grwpiau fusnesau. Ac un o'r syniadau ddoth ymlaen oedd Prosiect Net Zero ar Ystâd Ddiwydiannol Colomendy. Gafon ni'r syniad gan 40 o fusnesau wedi dod at ei gilydd ar Ystâd Ddiwydiannol i edrych ar sut fedryn nhw gydweithredu i ddod â allyriadau carbon i lawr yn unigol fel busnesau, ond hefyd ar y cyd fel 40 busnes. Felly yn sgil hynny, wnaethon ni comisiynu Wedi'i, cwmni sydd wedi'i leoli ar Ystâd Ddiwydiannol Colomendy i ymgymryd â'r gwaith.
My name's Tom Powell, I'm the founder and the CEO of One Earth Education. We're a net zero consultancy helping organisations of all sizes address sustainability in the workplace. We're based in Colomendy Industrial Estate in Denbigh, and what we were finding was that organisations on the industrial estate really wanted to address their net zero ambitions. However, they were prohibited by cost and resources. So the Collaboration Fund funded our project, which enabled us to go in and support 40 businesses in this industrial area to address those net zero ambitions for the first time. So the long-term impacts of the project will see a reduction in emissions within the industrial zone. People have been able to access funding to install solar panels, which will have a direct reduction in the carbon emissions from their energy usage. There's been a collaborative effort, so we've been able to bring together a community of businesses, which has meant that organisations that have maybe worked next door to each other for a long period of time now understand the shared ambition of each organisation in the area. And I think a lasting legacy will be the education and training that we brought to the project. People who have never addressed this before in their work life have now embedded sustainable behaviours into their methods of working, which over a long period of time will see a reduction in emissions.
Felly fel rhan o'r prosiect, da ni wedi gwneud arolwg i benderfynu be ydy'r allyriadau carbon rwan, ac fyddwn ni monitro hwnnw ar diwedd y prosiect hefyd a mewn blwyddyn i ddod i weld faint mae heina wedi dod lawr yn sgil yr ymyrraeth trwy y grant ac hefyd trwy yr cynllun hyfforddiant mae One Earth Education wedi bod yn gwireddu.
Penderfynu Joinery, we're a building company who've been established for 30 years. We employ 27 staff on the cards. We work for various clients such as Denbighshire County Council, Ystâd Ddiwydiannol, got the anelu, the ambulance stations, and also a various amount of private customers as well. So at the minute, some of the challenges that we face in our businesses, we've got the rising cost of energy prices, electric, diesel, stuff like that, and also material costs. And it's all stuff that sort of affects how we are competing for work at the minute, and keep, trying to keep value for the customers and stuff like that. So through the grant, we've had 108 panels, which runs the workshop on a day-to-day basis. So yes, helps reduce the cost of running the workshop and helps us stay competitive. It's also sort of enabling us to be able to look into sort of future-proofing by maybe looking at installing electrical vehicle charging points, so that we can look into getting electrical vehicles for the fleet. I think it's just good to know that all businesses on the industrial estate at the minute who have benefited from the grant are all working towards sort of being greener and more energy efficient. And I think it's just helping out in general just towards the environment.
So this year we joined the Colomendy Industrial Estate Net Zero project, which is delivered by One Earth Education, and that is funded by Cadwyn Clwyd, or in collaboration with Cadwyn Clwyd and Prosperous Denbighshire. This has allowed us to develop our training on site and provide a more robust system for everybody to get an idea of what sustainability is all about with regards to the planet, with regards to the industrial estate, and with regards to what we're doing on site. With regards to the Colomendy Industrial Estate project, the idea is to formally get together and reduce our impact and get to carbon neutral. We've looked at all the packaging that we use on site. We identified that one of the elements, which was a blister, a PVC blister, was the only thing that we went using recycled material for. So we've identified an alternative source, we've had to validate it, and because we're a licensed manufacturer and we're governed by GMP, we had to put a variation into the Veterinary Medicines Directive. But that got approved, and now we're using recycled PET trays for our product. So all our packaging is from recycled materials.
We're a self-storage company. So we obviously we offer self-storage to individual and business clients across Denbighshire and North Wales. I think rising costs obviously is a challenge, I think for all businesses. I think particularly since COVID times, I think we've seen significant costs, and that obviously makes it difficult to to invest in new technologies and so on. That in turn affects cash flow. Those are some of the big challenges, and then obviously remaining competitive. I think there's a lot more storage companies popping up now, around the local area and the wider area. So, trying to remain competitive whilst providing that level of quality service is tough at times. I think firstly Tom and the team at One Earth Education have been fantastic. We initially embarked on some training just to understand what our carbon footprint is, and off the back of that they've provided some really good resources, more training, toolkits, reports and so on. And it's just given us a really good foundation to move forward and start to think more about our output in terms of carbon and obviously reduce that as we go forward. I think without that grant, we've been able to invest in equipment that we otherwise wouldn't have been able to. So the installation equipment that we've invested in allows us to be more efficient in terms of our work. It reduces the impact on the environment in terms of the materials and stuff and the product that we use. So that's been fantastic for us. And we've also been able to purchase solar lighting, so that allows us to strip out electrical circuits within our sites and replace those old halogen lighting and so on with the brand new solar lighting and stuff, which has been fantastic for us. Yeah. Prior to the help and support from Mae Cadwyn Clwyd and the grants, we were looking at perhaps contracting out this work, which obviously would have resulted in potentially job losses and redundancy. So I think with what we've done and the grant and all the help that we've received, we've managed to secure 4 jobs, which is fantastic.
Mae effaith y prosiect yn mynd I fod yn un hir dymor, da ni'n gobeithio. Felly, da ni'n mynd I weithio tuag at lleihau allyriadau carbon yr Ystâd Ddiwydiannol yn ei chyfanrwydd, ond hefyd ar gyfer y busnesau unigol heina sy'n cymryd rhan. Yn falch iawn o weld y buddsoddiad ariannol yn mynd yn lleol, yn mynd treiddio yn uniongyrchol i'r busnesau, a hefyd da ni'n hapus iawn I weld impact yr arian yn lleol hefyd.